Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of Gunpla TV. We're on episode number 321 and
21, yes.
321, and I'm once again joined by Dave. But this is kind of a special episode in a way, because we kind of have an announcement to make, and this is going to be the end of Gunpla TV as you know it. All right, well, the show is not ending, but since Sid started doing Gunpla TV back in, what was it, like 2010, I believe. It's been going for like 9 years.
Yeah, a long time.
Pretty long time. Just, YouTube really isn't the same as it was back then. A lot of people don't really like to have really long episodes, and they just want to watch bits and pieces here and there. So
yeah,
what we are going to do after this episode, starting from the next one, is we are kind of breaking up Gunpla TV into different parts that are going to be uploaded at different times. So we are going to have a couple of different segments.
Yeah.
All right, so the first main one that we are going to do, now the first main one that we're going to talk about, this is going to kind of be like the continuation of the current Gunpla TV.
So this will be numbered.
This will be continue the same number, 3. So this is 321, so the next one, 322, that's going to be that episode. And what this is going to be is basically like this is now, without the reviews.
Yeah.
So what we are going to do is, and kind of this, it'll give us more time to take a look at the new stuff that actually comes in. Because usually now with Gunpla TV, how it is, we've got to hurry through and look at the stuff that just came in, then we got to get to the reviews and that stuff. So with the reviews being separate into their own separate episodes, we'll have more time to actually take a look at new
kits.
Items, new kits that
maybe
came in.
Maybe even open the boxes,
maybe
have a look
even,
over them.
finally we'll get a chance to kind of open them up, take a look inside the box and see what we're getting. And another good thing about separating it into this way is usually these kits, the new kits for us usually come in on like Thursday or Friday.
And we can have the episode up the next day or the same day. It just depends.
Right. So how it is now is we don't usually get the episode up until like Tuesday of the next week. So with doing it this separate way, we're going to be able to get this preview episode
fresh views straight away.
Right.
You'll see what we see when it comes in, basically.
Right. Basically, it'll be up so fast that other people haven't even had a chance to look at this stuff.
Yeah,
so that's going to be
first
good.
is best.
First is best. This is also going to be the episode that we'll do like the comments and the giveaways. So be sure to tune in for that episode if you would like to find out if you win. All right, so as we mentioned in that previous part there, that the reviews are going to be split off into their own separate episodes.
Yeah.
So this also kind of gives us a chance to, I think now I've kind of really felt like I had to rush through some of these reviews, especially when we have like
3
2 kits.
3 kits.
If we have 3 kits and like, gosh, we just have to get through them so fast. We just don't have the time to really spend doing a good review, I feel. So
they'll be individual. So say, for instance, this will be an episode on its own. It won't be numbered. It will just be like Gunpla Television.
And then the name of the kit.
And maybe it will be a bit more detailed. I know for this one, I've actually taken some footage of me building it, putting some of the... they're not stickers, what are they? Transfers?
Oh, do they have the dry decals?
They're little sticky ones.
Rub it on?
Yeah. Dry decals. Anyway, so... Stuff like that, taking a look at things a little bit, more relaxed, and it will be solely for that kit.
Right, solely for that kit. And also, this kind of gives us a bit of a chance to maybe go in and do some other kinds of kits besides
for sure.
Gundam, because this is Gunpla TV, which is the name of the series that we've continued on forever, even though it's not like 100% Gunpla, especially lately.
It's just basically kits, but so we'll be bringing in, we've been doing a lot of these Kotobukiya kits recently.
Right.
Good smell right there. But
thanks to Dave. All right, so besides the reviews, which we're going to be able to spend more time on and be able to do a variety of more subjects, even cover like smaller stuff that we usually kind of have to skip just because we're in a rush to do a lot of other stuff. We're also going to maybe try to get some and this is something that we've been wanting to do for a while. It's just been time limited, is finally get into doing some like tutorials and other kind of just fun videos and that type of stuff. So just
like not the main stuff. It won't be scheduled. It will come when it comes.
Yes.
And just like by splitting it up, we don't have to have it ready straight away.
Right.
It will just go up whenever we have it.
And that's another thing with the reviews. The reviews, like usually this preview episode, starting from the next one, will usually go up like every Friday, maybe Thursday.
Tuesday.
If you can get it up fast enough, maybe Thursday or Friday with Japan time.
Yeah.
But
so
reviews will go up whenever.
Whenever we finish the kit, basically.
Whenever we finish the kit, we'll just be able to bring it in, shoot a review, throw it in the editing, and
then boom,
get it up as quickly as we can. So hopefully this is going to provide a lot more content, which is going to help, I think.
I mean, it will actually, in the end, be more, but it will be split up, so you won't feel like you have to watch 45 minutes or something, you know, to get through everything. Okay,
now there's kind of one more slight change that we're going to do for the review parts, and so now we have Dave. I do reviews, Dave does reviews. Sometimes we get Lindsay or Anna. Sometimes we get other people, Scott, to do reviews. But maybe we're going to have some more help every now and then. And
some fresh blood.
Some fresh blood. All right, so we're gonna have some fresh meat that's going to join us every now and then on this channel. Now, Dave, we only have 2 mics here, so I need you to.
All right, I get the hint. Okay.
All right, guys, so we've got a special visitor in today, and who the heck is it going to be? Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, how's it going, everyone? So I'm Krosama, and basically I run a YouTube channel as well as just do other daily life things such as cooking, cleaning, watching a kid.
Watching kid, all right. You got a kid? How many? Just one?
Got one little boy.
One little boy. Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Very well. So you have your own YouTube channel as well. What do you want to plug your YouTube channel?
Yeah, so the Krosama, it's pretty old, but it's still fairly new. I'm kind of doing a regeneration, almost like a Doctor Who thing for it.
Okay.
So it's going through little phases, and pretty soon I'm going to hit 10,000 subscribers.
Hey!
So very exciting stuff.
There you go. All right, so you've been building Gundam for a while too, I believe.
Yeah, I actually started back in the 90s, so obviously with a lot of kids.
90s. So if you started in the 90s, I'm going to guess that you started off with Wing Gundam.
Absolutely.
For Americans, if you're into Gundam and you were watching Gundam in the 90s, it was all about Wing Gundam. It's kind of like still probably the most famous, most popular series in the States, I would have to say.
Absolutely.
Would that be your most famous or favorite series?
No, actually, it is something that a lot of people don't really appreciate, and that's Gundam Age.
Gundam Age?
Yep.
Okay, so that's unique. That is quite unique. You usually don't hear a lot of people saying that I like Gundam Age.
But it's coming back. We're making a comeback right now.
You know, it's kind of sad. I still remember that series. They did a number of Master Grade kits, and then they kind of just stopped. Like there was going to be like the Master Grade Age 3, and then they had another one. I don't remember.
FX.
The FX. Yep. They actually showed the prototypes, and then those kits never came.
Yeah, I was so I think they released the prototypes in 2012, if I'm not mistaken.
It's that long ago.
Yeah, and I was at the expo and I saw it and I was just like, I cannot wait. And hearts were broken that day.
Right. I love the Age 2. That's probably my favorite design from the series is the Age 2 with the wings and the double bullet. Those are just some awesome looking kits. Do you have a favorite Age or one of the Age?
Yeah, I really just like the Age, just Age 1 normal, but the Age Razor came in one of the magazines.
That was the magazine special. I remember that. That one, but that one you could use it with different Age kits too, I believe. I remember seeing some really cool builds of they used the Age 1 Razor on. What was it? I can't remember off the top of my head, but that was some pretty cool parts. Did you end up buying a bunch of those magazines?
I did. I bought quite a few, and I did some for a giveaway, and I only have like one extra, which is the H2 Artemis. So yeah, just kind of keeping that one to the side for a future project.
For a future project. Eventually. It's like I got a bunch of kits as well at my house, and my room is like, someday I'm going to get around to building this. Maybe when I retire.
Yeah.
But the same thing. Well, cool deal. So... like we had just kind of announced with Dave just a little while ago, we're kind of changing the format of HobbyLink.tv, and we're going to occasionally have some special reviews up from Krasama.
Yep.
Okay, so Krasama will... I remember his real name, not the YouTube name. So Krasama sometime will be popping up on our channel to do some special reviews. So we'll look forward to seeing that.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Sure. Thank you for joining. Now, I think... You've actually brought a kit here today that we can take a look at. Now, we've seen some of these before. Which is the one that you actually put together?
So it's the Bullet Knights launcher. Really, really cool looking design. I mean, it's a giant launcher. It it's kind of hanging on the side just because the weight is.
I guess she can't really hold that up too well.
She can if you get into the right position. It's a little bit tricky. The joints are pretty stiff in the actual connection, which I'll showcase. but the hand doesn't have a tight grip on the actual handle. So it's a little rough.
I just love the size of that weapon. That was one of the things I liked from the Orphans. What was the name of that series?
The Iron-Blooded Orphans?
Iron-Blooded Orphans. Is they would just come with some massive weapons sometimes.
Like the Kamaras.
The Kamaras. I love those massive weapons. So this kind of just reminds me of that. I just love... I mean, that is just huge. That has no right to be on a figure that is just that small.
Yeah, it definitely... it has to be made for space battle or something. Right. Like, if she was like actually on the ground with the gravity, I don't see how she's holding that up.
Not at all. I would love... Do you remember the Hymok from the Build Fighters series?
Yeah.
I would love to build a Hymok just holding that weapon just because it's so massive. I think the Hymok came with like the special wrist joint, so you can plug the 1/100 scale hands into, even though it's 1/144, so it can hold the bigger weapons. That would be awesome. Yeah. Someday. Someday. But do you want to take a closer look at this kit up on our review area?
Absolutely.
Let's do that.
All right. All right, so this is pretty much her final form, if you want to call it. Has the magnificent large launcher right there. Can't even fit in the screen.
It's just so huge. Actually, maybe let's do a quick kind of scroll out just to see how large that thing goes up there. There you can see it. Just massive weapon.
About 2.5 times her actual size.
Yeah.
But really awesome. She is going to have these connecting points on the back, so that way it can actually support the weight of both the shield and the launcher, because otherwise there'll be no way she can hold it by herself. And she's also going to have this really massive shield. Has a lot of little peg holes in there, so if you want to attach like maybe other accessories from the Kotobukiya line, you can easily do so. So maybe some rockets or missiles underneath the shield might be appealing to you.
Okay.
And so overall, she is going to be pretty much souped up with a lot of armor. She's going to have high heels, which to me doesn't seem optimal for this layup.
Yeah,
but
I always kind of, especially when you see those high heel type shoes on stilettos on Gundam kits, it's like, this is supposed to be a unit for like war and combat. I don't think high heels is exactly the type of shoe you want to wear in combat. But
need better stability.
That's just how the design is these days. It's more popular.
Yeah, and she's going to be rocking these cables, which basically is just like a little wire, and you can fix it however you really want, which is really cool and does have a purpose, which I'll showcase a little bit later when I get the massive weapons off of her. Otherwise, she's really going to have minimum extra armor that's going to be aside from, her kind of bare form.
All right, so do you want to change it into another form here? Or?
Yeah, so she's actually going to have her Wave Rider form, which she basically rides on both the launcher and the shield. So I'll go ahead and not put it into that mode for you.
Okay.
All right, so this is her Wave Rider form. It's basically just taking the shield, putting the shield directly under the launcher, and then she kind of just rests in it, puts her feet right here where the handles on the launcher used to be, and then you basically make some new handles right over here for her. It's pretty unique. I think it's a lot like the Alter Hausberger.
Oh, what was the name of that one? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
There's just so much stuff that comes in, and it's just impossible to remember the names of everything. But I gotta say, that looks really awesome. If I had this kit, this would be the form that I would permanently leave her in, just because it looks so cool. And I'm amazed those tiny 2 little stands are holding up this monstrosity.
Yep.
Those stands actually came with this kit?
Yeah, so you're gonna get 2 stands that are basically the normal circular ones that come with the Megami device, and then you get this extra little base here that's just kind of like a throw-in. But you're only gonna have these 2 actual rods.
2 rods, okay. Well, but it's doing a good enough job to hold it up. I'm not sure how it would hold up in an earthquake, maybe. But
yeah, at that point, it's probably going to tip over.
It's going to fly over, but just, wow, that is really, really cool looking, I have to say. I'm just in love with the massive weapon on this kit.
Oh, yeah.
And that is the best feature.
And that's some of the best things about the Megami device line in particular, is that they're very ambitious with a lot of their weaponry or just designs as a whole. Unlike, I would say, Frame Arms Girls, where they're pretty based off of something that's already existing. Right. But with these, they're more or less collaborations or just really massive in some kind of way. Almost looks like something from Star Wars.
Right, yeah, she's got like the Stormtrooper, Return of the Jedi on little speeder bikes. That's basically the same type of look, except Man, if those stormtroopers had giant cannons like these, I think the end of that movie might be a bit different than what we saw.
Absolutely. I mean, and she's still going to have the giant cannon. You can't really see my hand over here, but when it spins around, she's still going to have the massive cannon right in front of her. So in a practicality, it's really awesome that she can ride this weapon and still utilize it.
Right. Oof. I wonder what kind of firepower that thing would pack.
Yeah, definitely the recoil is probably something.
All right. So is there one more form for this kid?
Yep. So she's going to have a base form, which I can go ahead and turn her into right now.
Okay.
All right. So here she is, kind of more of a bare skin mode. Not really anything that you've seen different from the Frame Arms Girl or the Megami device line. It's kind of a staple at this point.
Right. There's a more traditional look to one of these type of kits.
Mm-hmm. And she looks really good. She's going to have the skin-colored portions now instead of using kind of like, I guess, be spandex or whatever this would.
Yeah, what would that be?
I'm pretty sure like the white would be maybe some armor, some like plastic armor, but I think the black would be spandex.
Futuristic chainmail.
Yeah, exactly. Fight off the energy beams.
Right. Like what Iron Man wears in those new Marvel movies, because that stuff's really skin tight, but apparently it's enough to protect him. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And probably if you're in heated battles in space, you're gonna need that protection. So, but yeah, she's pretty cool looking. I like the gold accents that she still has with the chest part, as well as right here on the thighs, as well as in the bicep area.
Yeah, that looks nice. It gives her a good separation there.
Mm-hmm. And she's gonna have magnitude of different hands. So she's gonna have like the closed fist, which you see right there, but she's also gonna have like open hands, pointing fingers, as well as like a gripping hand, which I actually have right here.
Connected onto one of the weapons there.
Yep. All right, so she is going to have some cutlery and basically just knives.
Knives, okay. She's good to start making dinner there or something. Is that sexist?
It could be, depending on what country you go to.
Well, I mean, yeah, if this was a guy kid, I would say the same thing about a guy kid. He's good to start making dinner or something. That really looks like a butter knife. Oh my goodness.
It is. And it's kind of odd because she's going to have two of these little cutlery knives. And I believe the spear one or the lance version of her is going to have forks and a spoon. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but that's what I remember. Or it might be a different kid altogether.
She's hungry.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, other than that, it's really cool looking. I pretty much like the overall aesthetics of her with the hair. That's kind of where I always kind of draw a line of whether I want a Frame Arms Girl kid or not.
Based on that hair?
Yeah, like the hair and the facial expressions. If it's pretty bland, I might have to think of stealing from one of the other heads or hairs from the girls.
Well, actually, speaking of other heads for this kit, now we have some other options, I believe you were saying.
Yeah, so she is going to have pretty much like a snarky, like she's up to something.
Or like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so that's pretty cool looking face. I like that one. And then she's also going to have a surprise face.
Okay.
And the one she's rocking now is more of a, pretty much like a serious.
Serious kind of sexy face there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she has like the really nice hair that covers one eye. So I think that's very unique and pretty damn cool, to be honest.
Okay, but she actually has another eye under there.
Yes, they do have another eye.
That'd be funny if they give you a face that only has one eye. Well, it's going to be covered, so you're not going to need the other eye anyway.
We'll just put a patch over it.
Right.
And just to make like a little amendment to like her actual form before, so she has like this backpack, and they're gonna have these little bits right here.
Like, is that a side skirt type of thing?
Yeah, so it basically is like side skirts, but the thing is, these bits, they don't really peg in that well. So like they'll peg in, but like for this, you can just knock it off. Like, well, maybe not if you tap it, but it comes off very easily. So I would recommend doing like some cement. Just put some liquid cement in there.
Okay.
That should work. That's what I'm going to do whenever I bring her back. But other than that, I mean, the kit is pretty solid at times. However, she is going to fall apart whenever you have all the weapons and armor on her. If you're like, being too clunky with it.
Well, I mean, it's the Kotobukiya kit, and I think that's just kind of comes with being a Kotobukiya kit.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, they look awesome, but yeah, parts can tend to fall off at times. But once you do get everything set up, maybe a few dabs of glue here and there, and it will look awesome just sitting there on the shelf. Or especially in that Wave Rider form that you showed off earlier. That was my favorite form for this kit. Just sitting on that massive gun with the shield below it.
Yeah, and probably a little bit easier to put that on a shelf if I was, trying to pose that giant launcher.
Although that is going to take up quite a bit of space on the shelf too, I would imagine, just how long that thing is. Although it's really thin, so you could kind of squeeze it in between other kits. But
that's true.
But that is awesome. Now, does this kit have some markings or decals?
Yeah, absolutely. So she is going to have a large water slide sheet, and the gold and silver there is pretty holographic.
That is like a foil type of decal sheet here. So that's a really nice looking decal sheet. You got extra eyes there on the bottom as well.
Yeah,
so all the faces have eyes painted over, but you'd have to strip those off, I guess, if you wanted to use these ones.
Well, I guess if you just paint over it, it'll be fine. I've done that. Yeah, I've done that with the stylet. I just had one of the face plates that was pre-painted and just paint it over and then put water slides over.
Okay, that's something interesting to try. But that looks great. Is there anything else that you wanted to say about this girl before we end here?
The kit does retail at 6,400 yen, so it is a steep price tag. However, I'm pretty much saying that it's worth the price.
Okay, well, 6,400 yen is the MSRP, but on HLJ.com, it's probably going to be a bit less than that price. Usually we give a bit of a discount on these kits, so maybe not that expensive. But yeah, it is a little bit pricey, but I gotta say, you actually do get quite a bit with this kit, so it's a bit justified in having that kind of price, I think, especially when you see that huge weapon that it comes with. That is quite an awesome kit. Well, gosh, thank you very much for coming and taking the time to show us this kit, and we'll look forward to seeing you on HobbyLink.tv from time to time doing some more reviews for us. So.
Well, absolutely. Well, I thank you, Todd, and I thank the crew for having me over here.
Yes, indeed. You're welcome. Welcome. So everybody look forward to more videos from, what was that YouTube channel again?
The Crosama.
The Crosama. Okay, got to get that last plug on in there. All right, so let's go back to Dave.
Magic.
Why, hello there.
Hi.
All right, welcome back.
Way.
Welcome back, Dave. All
yes.
right.
So, the Crosama.
Crosama, that was it.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He's a good dude, so we'll have to look forward to seeing his reviews on the channel from time to time. All right, so let's get into our comments and giveaway then.
Yeah.
Let's start with the comments. What do we have?
Comments. Peanuts.
Hey, this is a name we've heard before.
Sure. Interesting having Scott and David together on Gunpla TV. Will Todd join Lindsay on Toy Tango next?
Oh, you know, I've never done the Toy Tango.
You should do. You know, like something you're interested in. Do you ever watch any anime or things like that? Or games? Play games?
Or games. Well, you guys just do like the figures and stuff.
Yeah, but you can talk about them if you've got a passion, like the Splatoon things or something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe if there's a figure I'm just dying to have.
It's not like there's a line that Todd can't cross. He's allowed.
Right. I'm allowed to join sometimes.
For sure.
I'm just not really so big into the figure stuff. I like to build my stuff.
For sure. I know.
Well, but I mean, there are some cool Gundam figures. Maybe I dream I could do that new Gundam one that just went up. We had this
Ju-Man.
Yeah, there is a Ju-Man, like $1,000 160 scale new Gundam that just went up on the site. It's already sold out, so if you're wondering, sorry, that's like not available for order anymore. But that's just so crazy. I mean, it looks beautiful, but that
$1,000
price, like $1,000.
You could buy so much for that.
Oh, but you know, that's one item though that even though now it's like $1,000, it's definitely going to be worth a lot more in the future. For sure. So I'm just hoping. Well, I mean, it's 160 scale, so that's perfect grades. Same scale as perfect grade. So it's someday Hobby hopefully will bring us a new Gundam in perfect grade scale. I would be happy enough with just a perfect grade new Gundam, even if it's not as fancy as that.
Yeah, because that thing's got lights and everything.
$1,000, yeah.
Anyway, let's get Todd out of his dreaming.
Right.
The next one is from Shadow Gamer, or The Shadow Gamer.
Okay.
Not much Gunpla on Gunpla TV. This week. LOL.
LOL. Okay,
yeah, well, so look at it. It's just look at this. We've got like girls but we have got one.
I do have one. So I got the Destiny Gundam build. So this is going to be my first Gundam in the separate review to go up. next week, or it'll be this week.
It'll be whenever you want to film it, because it'll go up pretty soon afterwards. Yeah.
We'll take a look at the Destiny Gundam, and I've kind of got like a backlog of stuff that I still need to finish. The Master Grade XS.
I've got the Ariel to do.
RE100. You've got the Ariel, so the Ariel's going to be the next one for you.
Yep, she's half built right now. So.
Okay, and then you also have
this will be a separate review as well.
That'll be a separate review.
That's quite a cool one.
That's quite cool. Do you remember the name of that thing?
Chitozrudrum.
Yeah, it's
well, she's got the platinum.
Okay,
but the series is like, don't ask me to say it. I'll put it here.
That's like all those Roman numeral type of things. I think, isn't it? Well, that was crazy, but that was cool. I just remember that's the girl in the box.
Yeah, that's what we called her at the show.
Called her at the show. Just folded up into a box. That's kind of a cool looking thing. So we'll look forward to seeing that review up at some point. All right. Giveaway time.
Yes.
I think.
Oops.
Whoa, no. All right, so this week, the random number generator has chosen. Now, we were supposed to select from both YouTube and the Gunpla or the HobbyLink.tv.
Where did this come from?
This week, it actually came from the usual HobbyLink.tv.
We still haven't had one from YouTube.
I still haven't gotten. Well, I mean, random is random, so. And this one goes to comment number 5. And it's from Foxhound. Now, this is a name I've seen his comments here for a long time. He's a regular, but I don't think he's ever won before. So, Foxhound, your comment is, I'm loving the attention to detail on those Kamen rider kits.
Right, the figurized standard stuff is pretty good. But I got to say,
look quite awesome.
I got to say, I think a lot, you can make them look amazing, but you can also make them look a bit shoddy. So Scott built them, and he's very good at modeling and stuff. But this one, I'm sure that the same attention to detail is there. Right. But if you look at the front, there's a huge area for stickers. So you've got to be very careful of how you apply them, because that will wrinkle and stuff, and it will look very shoddy if you don't do it right. But I love those. I love the figurized standard kits.
Right.
And I like some of the, what's it called? Kamen Rider ones, even though I don't really know too much about the series. I know like 2 of the characters. Okay. But like the stuff that was done last week, I had no idea.
I kind of like the look of this XA, just because it just seems like it's such crazy colors. It reminds me of a shirt in a way.
Cool shirt, Todd.
XA. Thank you, Dave. All right. So Foxhound, we will be contacting you on HobbyLink.tv to get that credit for you shortly. Cool. All right. So if you guys out there would also like to win 2,000 yen HobbyLink Japan store credit, now Dave, what shall they do?
They have to comment on YouTube or on this episode on HobbyLink.tv, which is 321. I did that last week, I said 200.
You did?
Yes, but anyway, 321. Write a comment, make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, and make sure you are registered to the HobbyLink.tv.
Right, so YouTube or HobbyLink.tv, but please make sure to be registered.
Yep.
Okay, so I think that does it for our last traditional... Gunpla TV episode.
Yes.
So we're kind of not really ending it on 321, but this is when we film these things. They just take like one long block of our time in the day when we film the traditional episodes. But we'll be able to break it into separate, smaller parts, which will be easier on us to film. In the future.
Easier for you to watch as well, I think, and more coming out. Makes my job more involved.
I think some people.
I've got to be editing every day now.
Yeah, you've got to edit a lot more.
That's fine.
I think with the reviews, some people, when they look for like special reviews, maybe they don't want to really watch like a full episode. So
no, I do. I think so.
This is gonna really.
And I know that some people have no interest in.
Yes, that's another thing. Some people have no interest in the girls, but they love the Gundam, or maybe they'll love a BMW engine.
Yeah,
we do everything here too. So we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have more freedom to do other stuff. So maybe I can finally do some scale models.
Ooh, that'd be cool,
wouldn't it?
Right.
I can dream. Okay. All right. On that note, I think we shall end this.
Sign off.
Get out.
Goodbye. Yeah.